Hello class, I'm ms.Borjas. I know you said nothing violent, so I'm gonna, well, it's not violent, but it could lead to violence. So what I'm gonna show you is how to make a knife. This is just a simple blade. I didn't put the handle on yet, but at the end of this video it'll have a handle. But yeah, it'll look something like this. This is something I made already. I'm just gonna show you the steps and this will be the end product. So here we go. Okay, so the first step to making a blade is drawing out your blade. Now usually you'll need something flat to make the straight edges, but you don't really need it if you're making a blade you want. So I'm going to take the piece of metal, take my pencil and the flat edge, and I'm going to mark out my blade.
40 hours, that's a lot of communication. Get 15 gigs for $100 plus $15 per line. Super Mario Bros. 2 is actually making pretty serious contributions to the visual vocabulary. This dysfunction in the motor. She said, this woman got it for Man Seeing Wonder. An all new season premieres Wednesday at 10:30 on FXX.
Hey, how's your patient? Well, for that you swallowed 3 hornets. You're doing pretty good.
This is what it'll look like. See? Usually. But I'm only doing it this way because I already made this and I'm going to show you how to make this. That's it. But you can make it any design you want. So, okay, the second step to making a knife is you take your blank, the one that you drew out, and then you try and cut out the lines as straight as possible with the hacksaw. Well, I'm not going to do it. I'm just showing you that in order to get this, you need to cut this out with preferably a 450 hacksaw. 450 is because 450 is made for metal, not for anything else. 150 is for PVC, and 250 is usually for like cement, because that's how they cut cinder blocks. So that's step 2. Step 3 is right when you cut your blade out. This is the blank that I showed you earlier. You're gonna take it and you see all the rust. Take all the rust and you're gonna take your sandpaper and you're gonna sand it out. So I'm just gonna sand it out just real quick. I'm not gonna sand out the whole thing, just see what I can do, just to show you. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna sand it out. See how it was before? Sanded it out, now it's nice and shiny. I could sand it some more and make it different, but that's what I'll do. Okay, so I've sanded out as much as I could. Okay. But there's some inlay rust that I'm gonna have to grind out later. But the reason why it's like that and I couldn't sand it out is because usually when metal comes in contact with air, it does something called oxidizes the molecules in the metal. So usually steel like this would oxidize with air pretty good. That's what rust is. It's a steel oxide. is the chemical term for rust. Rust is a chemical reaction that happens when oxygen molecules and steel or metal molecules, doesn't matter, any metal, or not any metal, but steel molecules mix with oxygen molecules, and it breaks it down and it makes it all brown and rusty. Okay, so now that I got most of the rust out, what I'm going to do is make it serrated. Serrated is usually when you make a blade fit for sawing or tearing. So that's where you're going to need your hand file for. Just a regular hand file. I already did some of it, so that way the process wouldn't be that long. As you can see, I took the file and I grinded through it, and it made a serrated edge. I'm not going to serrate this part just for style, so that way it could be used for slicing and tearing. So you want to get the U shape. This is the fresh one I just shaved. This one right here. It's the fresh one I just shaved, and you have to make it U-shaped. Not all the way through, but it has to be spaced enough from the other ones. This one I spaced a little too much, but that's not much of a worry. So I'm just gonna do the other side. This is serration, so I'll finish it up and I'll show you. Okay, I finished with the serration, and it went better than I thought it would. Way better than I thought it would. I thought it would be all over the place and horrible, but I finished it. I just grinded it down, and I'm gonna leave this here so I could sharpen it and make it an edge. It's dull right now. It's completely dull. So yeah, so I grinded it down, and now it has an edge. It's still not sharp yet. It's still dull. So I'm gonna sharpen it right here. I'm just gonna take the regular file again and do it. That's pretty good. It has an edge now, so now it can cut, and I'll show you. The sandpaper. Okay. It's not that sharp. I'm gonna need a professional grade sharpener, but that is how you make a knife. I'm not gonna put a handle on it because that's gonna consume more time. I don't want it to be any more than 20 minutes. So this is my end product when you start from this. Thank you guys. I hope you liked watching. I hope you're informed now how to make a knife. So that's it. I'm signing off. Thank you, Ms. Borjas.